Okay, I know we've moved on. Okay, fine. Here we go. Sorry I get sidetracked because everything's so twinkly and pretty.
I know, right?
Here's your sterling silver bracelet with all of those pearls. Let's take a closer look. Do you see a theme? A theme of the pinks and the blushes and those lilacs and lavenders. Here are the two fold-over safety catches. It is a hinged bracelet, so it's very easy to wear. Consider this. Consider, oh my gosh, you guys. Consider this. And you're gonna be just so thrilled with what you've been able to accomplish in terms of really bolstering your wardrobing.
Absolutely. You know, ever since I was young, I fell in love. I fell in love with the natural pearl color story. You know, ever since I was a kid, was traveling to trade shows with my father and my grandfather, and I would sit there, you know, when things got slow and just stare at the pearls. I'd stare at the strands, and it was always the natural freshwater multicolor pearls, these beautiful pastels, the blushes, the lavenders, and these are the pearls that I fell in love with. So I speak from a place of such passion when I say these are amazing. When you get these home, that's when you build your love affair with pearls, when they become your own. No two pearls in this entire collection are the same. Just like no two people in this world are the same.
Right.
No two people are created equally, and each has its own story. That's the same with these pearls. Each pearl to me is like its own unique story. Each one is a unique piece of art. And our pieces aren't over-designed because we believe at Imperial that Mother Nature is the greatest designer of them all. So all we try to do is showcase her unbelievable natural beauty. And that's the story of Imperial Pearls. It's the celebration of natural beauty. It's the same story that I fell in love with as a child, sitting at those trade shows with my family while we were bringing our pearls to the jewelers of North America. And I was sitting there just staring into those cases, holding those strands of pearls, just falling deeply in love with these beautiful natural blush colors. And you too, when you get these home and they become yours, I mean, when these become yours, you hold them, they warm up to your body's temperature. They become so personal to you. I mean, it is such a pure and beautiful story of the pearl. I mean, not to mention that they are so on trend right now. Pearls are crazy. I have a pulse.
Isn't it great to see?
It is so great to see. JCK is the industry authority when it comes to publications, and they are writing about pearls as like the #1 trend of the year. We see it. We have a finger on the pulse, and we can see, obviously, as the #1 supplier, it is amazing. People are.
Whoa,
absolutely.
Whoa. Say it again.
We are the number one independent supplier to North America of pearls, and that is the only reason that we could bring values like this, because it's direct from the pearl farms to HSN. And the only reason we can do that is because my grandfather built those amazing bonds with those farmers and went out and worked alongside of them, and then introduced my father. He formed those relationships, and now for years I've been traveling to the pearl farms with them, hand selecting these pearls just for you. We have earned the reputation as the #1 independent supplier to North America. And you know, any company that's 100 years, over 100 years, Imperial has been a company. And
so well, let's just break that down for a second, Josh, because I want everyone at home to realize, you know, that Josh, this is Josh's life, right? So maybe you're meeting Josh for the first time, or maybe you've been enjoying Josh here at HSN for the past 5 years. You've been enjoying some of his pearl strands if you've shopped with us, because even before Josh was on television with us here live, he was providing us with the #1 best-selling pearl strand in the history, 39 years. Happy birthday, HSN. And that's where we really realized that you loved Imperial pearls like we did. Here's our today's special. Here's the special bracelet that we're also bringing you with now fewer than 200. It is definitely a piece that is one of those keepers. It is definitely heirloom quality. I know it's, you know, it's $249, but when you consider that the appraised value, think about what you're receiving here, is $855.
That is fine jewelry.
It is. The whole show is fine, but I have to say, super fine.
That is super fine.
That is super fine. You know, pearls are very personal. Josh has been talking about how they take on your personality and how you feel like each one is a friend and how they make you feel. If you're looking for that ultimate, if you're looking for that, oh, you just found out she's gonna have a girl, something super feminine and very wearable, this bracelet is for you. And of course, we'll continue to remind you about that today's special. We're now moving, we've got a lot to cover here, okay?